हेलो। कैसे हैं आप सब लोग? फिर एक नए वीडियो के साथ आपके सामने। जैसा कि कुछ लोगों की बेसिक रिक्वेस्ट थी कि सर एक बार इसको फिर से रिवाइज किया जाए। सर जनरल एंट्रीज के साथ प्रॉब्लम थोड़ी सी है एंड वी आर हैविंग सम प्रॉब्लम टू पास जनरल एंट्री राइट ना। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू टेल यू वन थिंग कि जनरल एंट्री का मैं शुरुआत से आपको बताता चला आ रहा हूँ। एक चीज़ मैंने आपसे बार बार कही, लगातार कही कि जनरल एंट्री की हम जब भी अकाउंट्स बनाएंगे तो इसमें एक सिस्टमैटिक वे होगा राइट ना। सो वेरी फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैव टू पास journal entry through the transactions, right? Transaction you know very well that transaction means what? लेन देन राइट ना। और ऐसे लेन देन जिनको हम लोग कैश के मनी के टर्म्स में क्या मेजर कर पाए राइट ना। तो फर्स्टली इफ यू वांट टू पास योर ट्रांजेक्शन, क्यों ट्रांजेक्शन को हम रिकॉर्ड करना चाह रहे हैं? बिकॉज इन अ बिजनेस देयर विल बी सो मैनी ट्रांजेक्शंस right now. Mass number of transaction will be there, so it is very difficult to keep in the mind. और अगर मैंने वन डे बाय डे ठीक है सीक्वेंस में अगर मैंने इसको जनरल एंट्री को पास नहीं किया तो अगर कोई एंट्री इनकम की एंट्री छूट जाती है तो इट क्रिएट लॉस इन द फॉर्म। अगर एक्सपेंसेस की एंट्री छूट जाती है तो इससे क्या होगा? मेरा प्रॉफिट इंक्रीज हो जाएगा। तो ऑन द बिहाफ ऑफ सोर्स डॉक्यूमेंट्स, दैट मीन्स ऑन द बिहाफ ऑफ that is called bills, we have to pass journal entry day by day, right? The first thing, it is a systematic way right now. It is based on the double entry system. We call it double entry system because what? अगर double entry system कहते हैं उसका एक सीधा सा रीज़न है कि अगर कोई चीज़ कहीं पर मैंने कुछ बाय किया, मैंने कुछ परचेज़ किया तो मेरे में अगर वो चीज़ माइनस होगी तो जिससे मैंने परचेज़ किया उसके में प्लस होगी। तो 100% कहीं पर ये डेबिट और कहीं पर क्रेडिट होगी, कहीं पर प्लस होगा तो कहीं पर माइनस। तो डबल एंट्री सिस्टम सेज और इट हैज़ डबल एस्पेक्ट और इट हैज़ डबल साइड राइट ना। Before passing entry, journal entry, it is very needed to learn all those things, right? It is a basic concept of your journal right now. The first is your real account, right? First is real account. And what is real account? Real account relate to tangible or intangible asset, right? Real account, that means what? Tangible or intangible assets. Intangible, that means what? You cannot see, you cannot touch, you can feel only, that means intangible. Tangible, that means you can see and you can touch it, that is a tangible, right? Tangible and intangible asset. Asset, that means what? You will use that thing for the future benefit. That means if you are using machinery, if you are machinery is an asset, right? If you are using machinery, in that condition simple case says क्या कहता है कि मशीन अगर आपने आज यूज़ करी तो इसको यूज़ करते करते आप फ्यूचर में भी प्रॉफिट अर्न करने वाले हैं राइट ना। द सेकेंड वन इज पर्सनल अकाउंट। पर्सनल अकाउंट्स, दैट मीन्स accounts of firms, companies and individuals. Firms, Ram and Company, Ram Associates, Gupta Associates. Companies like your Reliance, right? Individual, that means what? Like Kuldeep sir's account, right? Na Ram's account, all that what that is personal account, right? Nominal account, that means what? Accounts of expenses, losses, gains and revenues, right? ना it is nominal account. Simple matter. आप देखिए, simple it is clear ना. What is the meaning of real account? All those account right ना which relate to the tangible or intangible asset, that is real account, right? Or in this case, whenever if you want to pass journal entries, you have two aspects. One is debit, one is credit. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. जो आएगा उसको डेबिट करेंगे, जो जाएगा उसको हम क्रेडिट करेंगे। और वो चीज़ कैसी होगी? वो चीज़ होगी कैसी? ट्रांसफरेबल होगी। दैट मीन्स दैट क्या होगी? एसेट होगी। कैश इज एसेट, मशीनरी इज एसेट, building is asset, furniture is asset, right now what it is transferable. All those things are transferable, or what it is tangible or intangible comes under the head of a real account, right? Account of person, account of firm, person or individual means same thing. Account of person, account of firm, account of company. That is personal account, because the rule to pass an entry according to personal account says debit the receiver, credit the giver. Receiver, that means a person can receive something from someone, a person can give something to someone, then a company can receive something from someone, and a company can give something to someone, right? In same manner, firm can receive something from someone, and firm can give something to someone, right? So there will be receiver, there will be giver. Here what comes in and goes out. Nominal account, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Why we are doing business? To earn money. To earn money, right? To earn money, right? And for to earn money, to earn profit, it is important to expense some amount. Or if you will try to expense, if you are expensing some amount, so there is good chance for losses also. And now basic concept I told you, right? Now difference between loss and expense is what, right? ना जिस चीज़ पे पैसा खर्च करने के बाद अगर आपने उसको एंजॉय कर लिया है, उसको यूटिलाइज कर लिया है, दैट इज योर एक्सपेंस. और अगर उसको यूटिलाइज आप नहीं कर पाए हैं, दैट इज योर लॉस. सिंपल मैटर. नाउ after that, simply we have to go for journal entries, right? We have to go for the journal entries. Now I'm just going to rub it. First we will start from, firstly I will start from your first one, that is what, that is your okay. Now before that, I'm just going to tell you, this is the format of journal. Format of journal is your date, particular, ledger folio, amount debit and amount credit. Here you will write the date. If the dates are not given in the question, you will write what? Serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. In particular, you will write what? Your entry, right? And you will write what? Your narration. Narration is what actually? Narration is a short information about your transaction. It is summary of your transaction. It is ledger folio, right? Now ledger folio basic concept. यहाँ पर we will write that page number on which you will get your transaction in ledger. right? ना ledger की बात करेंगे. ledger मैं पढ़ाऊंगा तो ledger बताऊंगा. ledger actually में ledger होता क्या है, I will tell you after what journal. Now it is amount debit, it is amount credit. मैंने बताया it is double entry system. Here we have two aspects. We have two what sides. One is debit, one is credit. Right? Now I'm just going to rub it. Now I will tell you how we will pass entries. Now we will start from the real account, because if you want to pass entry, suppose that I am telling you, if you want to pass entry, you have to do a work. You have go through the 3 doors. You have to, आपको 3 दरवाजों से जाना है. डोर नंबर 1 ये है, डोर नंबर 2 ये है, and डोर नंबर 3. This is door number 3. Right? Simple matter. Now I am telling you the point number 1. Now we will go through your real account. Now the point number 1 says furniture purchased. You will write. Now you will take out your copies and write the first point. Furniture purchased. Furniture purchased for rupees 10,000 in cash. Furniture purchased for rupees 10,000 in cash. This is the format. Furniture purchased for rupees 10,000 in cash. This is the point number 1. Now you have to think 2 things. You have to ask 2 questions in your mind. What comes in, what goes out. The point says furniture purchased for rupees 10,000. Furniture purchased for rupees 10,000, and according to the rule number 1, you have to ask 2 things. What? The first one is your what comes in, what goes out. What comes in? Furniture. What goes out? Cash. So rule says what comes in, it should be debited. We will write over here furniture account. DR, that means it denotes debit. Furniture account DR to cash account. What we will not write here CR, because if you will write 2, अगर आपने यहाँ पर 2 लिख दिया तो इसका मतलब क्रेडिट है। फर्नीचर के साथ आप DR लिखेंगे, DR डिनोट्स डेबिट। वैल्यू इज योर 10,000, वैल्यू इज योर, इन डेबिट साइड वी विल राइट 10,000, इन क्रेडिट साइड वी विल राइट 10,000। यू विल आस्क फर्स्ट पॉइंट, आपने पहला पॉइंट पहले डोर के सामने जो खड़े होकर पूछा, आपने क्या पूछा? आपने पूछा व्हाट कम्स इन व्हाट गोज आउट, व्हाट कम्स इन व्हाट गोज आउट। तो व्हाट यू विल गेट आंसर, फर्नीचर कम इन एंड व्हाट कैश गोज आउट। So what comes in, it should be debited, what goes out, it should be credited, and according to your real account, as per my statement, all those things which are transferable or it might be tangible or intangible comes under your real account. Furniture and cash both are transferable. So what we will do, we will debit the furniture because it comes in, and what goes out, cash. So what it will be created, an entry will be a furniture account DR to cash account, and we will write over here, that is called narration. We will write over here, being furniture purchased for cash. Right? Now we will write the point number 2. Now we will write the point number 2. What we will do and what we will write, it is very important point. You have to copy it, you have to take out your copy, and you will write the second transaction that says old furniture sold for rupees 7,000. 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 Again you will start from door number 1 and you will ask 2 questions, what comes in, what goes out. What comes in, cash. What goes out, furniture. What comes in, debited. What goes out, credited. So what comes in, cash, cash account, DR, and what goes out, furniture to furniture. Narration we will write, being old furniture sold for rupees 7,000. What you have to do, you have to firstly, after reading your transaction, you have to ask 2 questions in your mind. One is your what comes in, and second is your what goes out. First is your this, second is your this. What comes in, what goes out. What comes in, what goes out. What comes in, cash. What goes out, furniture. The cash account DR to furniture is your answer. Done? Check it. Now the point number 3 you will write. What you will write, the point number 3? Wow, yes. Now the point number 3 is your, I am telling you, point number 3 is your, I am telling you right now, I am telling you one point. Point is your furniture. Clear? The next point is the building purchase for rupees 1 lakh. Building purchase for rupees 1 lakh. Building purchase for rupees 1 lakh. Again, after reading your this statement, this transaction, again you have to think, you have to start thinking. The first question should be in your mind, what comes in, and second is what goes out. What comes in and what goes out. Clear? What comes in? Building. What comes in should be debited. What goes out? Cash. It should be credited. So entry will be your building account DR to cash by rupees 1 lakh. Narration will write over being building purchased. These 3 entries was related to your real account. Clear? These are 3 doors. We will again, after reading each and every transaction, we will start from the door number 1 What comes in, what goes out. What comes in, what goes out. If you will get both the answers from there, there is no need to go in your door number 2. door number 2 में जाने की ज़रूरत फिर नहीं है, because we have to find only 2 aspect in one transaction. One is debit, one is credit. Right? Now we will go for the second point. That is your your personal account. What you will do now? I'm telling you. Okay, now I'm giving one more transaction to you. You have to copy it, and the question says cash received from Mr. Shyam, rupees 20,000. Cash received from Mr. Shyam, rupees 20,000. Cash received from Mr. Shyam, rupees 20,000. It is the point. Now what you will do? Again start from the door number 1. This is the question number 1, question number 2, this is the question number 3, this is the question number 4, question number 5, and question number 6. Now, what comes in, what goes out? What comes in, you will get it. Cash received from Mr. Shyam, rupees 20,000. What comes in? Cash. And according to door number 1, what comes in should be debited. So we will write over here cash account DR. हम यहाँ पर cash account DR लिख देंगे by rupees 20,000. But according to your double entry system, it is needed to write over here what credit portion. What goes out? Nothing, because the transaction says cash received from Shyam. Cash is coming, but nothing is going out. So to find out your credit portion, you will go to the personal account, and in credit side you will check credit the giver. Who is giving that amount to you? Mr. Shyam. So according to the door number 2, that means the personal account, credit the giver. And who is the giver in this transaction? Shyam is giver. So we will write cash account debit to Shyam. You can write only Shyam here. If you are interested to write account with the Shyam, you will write Shyam's account. You have to use apostrophe S. We will write 20,000 in front of cash. We will write 20,000 in front of this Shyam. And we will write over here, this is the point. What narration is what? Narration means what? The summary of your transaction being cash received from Shyam. This is the point. I am telling you 5th point. Cash paid to Ram. Cash paid to Ram. I am telling you. Cash paid to Ram. Cash paid to Ram. Rupees 10,000. Cash paid to Ram. Rupees 10,000. Cash paid to Ram. Rupees 10,000. What is this? Again, after reading the point transaction, you will start from the door number 1. That means start from the real account, and you will ask 2 questions: what comes in, what goes out. You are giving the amount, right? So what goes out? Because what I am telling you one more thing. What in the business, you are passing entry of business, not the businessman, right? Not the businessman. You are here, you are passing entry for the business. On the behalf of business, you are passing entry. So what goes out from the business? Cash. You are giving amount to Ram. What goes out? Cash. Question: what comes in, what goes? Nothing is coming right now, but the cash is going out. So we are getting only one answer, what goes out. According to what goes out should be credited, we will write over here to cash. We will get only one answer, cash account. Due to double entry system, dual aspect, we have got only one answer to cash account. We have to find out second hand that is debit portion, and we to find out debit portion we will come to the door number 2, that means the personal account. And according to the personal account, if we want to find out debit portion, and the debit portion says debit the receiver. Who is the receiver in this transaction? कौन रिसीवर इस ट्रांजेक्शन में? इस ट्रांजेक्शन में मिस्टर राम रिसीवर है, सो हम उनको यहां पर डेबिट कर देंगे. एंट्री विल बी राम्स अकाउंट DR टू कैश अकाउंट by rupees 10,000. By rupees 10,000. And we will write narration over here being cash received from Mr. Ram. This is the treatment of personal account. Now I am telling you third point. Now one more thing. If this is Ram, it is the personal account. If it is cash, it is the real account. If the furniture was there, that was the what? Real account. Cash was your real account. Right? Now come to the point number 3. Before starting the next point, I just want to tell you one more thing. In the business, if you will sell anything and if you will buy anything, it will be in cash or credit. इसमें होगा cash और credit में. If you are doing a business, अगर आप एक business कर रहे हैं, तो at the time of purchases, अगर आपने कुछ परचेज किया, एट द टाइम ऑफ परचेजेस, या तो आप गुड्स परचेज करेंगे, यू विल पे होल द अमाउंट, यू विल पे द अमाउंट एट द टाइम ऑफ परचेजेस कैश, इन कैश, और इफ यू आर नॉट रेडी टू पे द अमाउंट दैट टाइम, इट विल बी ऑन क्रेडिट. क्रेडिट मीन्स उधार. क्रेडिट मीन्स उधार. Suppose that if you are selling the product, सेल कर रहे हैं, if that person who is coming to your customer, that is, he is coming to your shop and he is giving amount in at the time of sale, that means it will be cash sales. Or if he is not giving that amount at that time, it will be credit. तो दो तरह की सेल हो सकती है, दो तरह की परचेज, कैश परचेज, credit purchase, cash sales or credit sale. Clear? No, should be clear. Should be clear. Now come to the point number next. Okay, now the point you have to write now in your copy, that is goods purchased for cash. Goods purchased for cash. आई एम टेलिंग यू कितनी तरह से कैश परचेजेस आपके पास आ सकती है. गुड्स परचेज फॉर कैश ₹1,000. आई एम टेलिंग यू फर्स्ट पॉइंट. गुड्स परचेज फॉर कैश, राइट? गुड्स परचेज फॉर कैश. नाउ start after reading your transaction, you will start from the point door number 1, real account. What comes in, what goes out. What comes in? Goods. What goes out? Cash. Goods. Goods, that means simply in which we deal, that is goods. जिस चीज में हम बिजनेस कर रहे हैं वो हमारे लिए goods है. But whenever you will go for the accounting in any company, after completing your CA, when you will do job anywhere to get experience, in that condition you will never get what? Goods book. You will get over there purchases book and you will get over there sale book. You will get cash book or you will get bank, right? So in that case, when you did not get, you will not get what? The goods book. So there is no need to write goods. You will write purchases and sale. Whenever you will purchase that thing in which you deal, that is purchases. Whenever you will sell that thing in which you deal, that is sale. And sale and purchase both are nominal account. Both are nominal account, but because at the time of what it is, at the time of buying product, at the time of purchasing product, it is your expense. at the time of selling your product in which you deal, that means goods, at the time of selling your goods, what it is your income, it is your, right? So what it is, at the time of sale it increases your cash, income increases. At the time of buying or purchasing goods, what it decreases your cash or it increases your expenses. Now, goods purchased for cash rupees 1000. You will start from the first door, that is real account. What comes in, what goes out? What comes in? I cannot write over the goods. I cannot. I will not write what goods. We will write purchases. Nothing is coming. What goes out? Cash. According to the real account, what goes out should be credited. So I will write over here to cash. To means what? It is credit. To cash account. Now, मेरी बात को सुनिएगा बहुत कायदे से. Now go to the door number 2. If anyone is what? If anyone is buying goods from, if you are selling goods to someone in cash, so there is no need to write what? Learn or what? Learn his name. There is no need to keep his name in mind. लिखने की रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Because लेकिन if you are selling that product to someone on credit, that अगर आपने उसका नाम उधार में लिया, it is needed to write his name or to note his name on your diary. ये बहुत जरूरी है. So at the time of purchasing, there is no need to write the name of that person. हमने किससे हमने परचेज किया. There is no need to write. मम्मी ने अगर 1 किलो शुगर मंगाई किसी शॉप से, तो what? हम शॉप पे गए, हमने पैसा दिया और हमने उससे प्रोडक्ट शुगर ले ली. तो there is no need to what? Keep the name of that seller in mind. अगर मैंने उससे उधार खरीदी होती, क्रेडिट पे लिया होता, तो हम उसका नाम अपने दिमाग में रखते. मम्मी हमने गुप्ता जी की दुकान से 1 किलो शक्कर लेकर के हम आए. मम्मी हम शुक्ला जी की दुकान से 1 किलो शक्कर लेकर के आए. बट अगर हमने कैश में लिया है, तो देयर इज नो नीड टू राइट और लर्न or keep the one his name in the mind. So what we will do? To cash is credit. There is no need to what? Go in your personal account. We will come to the nominal account. What we will do now? We will write over here purchases account DR, because purchases, that means expenses. It is your nominal account. And nominal account says debit expenses and losses. It is not loss, because what? After all, whenever you will sell this goods, you will get benefit. You will get benefit. Okay, now we will write over here rupees 1000. We will write over here rupees 1000. And what we will do? We will write in the narration, we will write being goods purchased in cash. We will write goods purchased in cash. Purchases account DR2 cash account. Any problem? No, I think there is no problem for you all. Now I am telling you one more thing. If the point says, I am telling you one more thing, one by one we will come to you. And first point was your goods purchased for cash, and it will be same, purchases account debit to cash. If the point says goods purchased rupees 20,000, if the name of that person is not given in the question by whom you are buying the product, that means it will be in cash. In first point, the point was saying goods purchased for cash for rupees 1000. That means we are buying goods in cash. There is no problem. Point number 2 says goods purchased rupees 1000. If the question is saying nothing, that is in cash or it is on credit, in both the cases, in that case, goods purchased rupees 1000, we will assume it is in cash. The entry will be same, purchases account debit to cash. If the point says goods purchased from Mr. Shyam of rupees 1000 in cash. The name of the seller is given. The name of the seller is given in that question, but the point says in cash. The treatment will be same. In these three cases, goods purchased in cash rupees 1000, entry will be purchases account debit to cash. Goods purchased rupees 1000, entry will be same, cash purchase account debit to cash. If the point is saying goods purchased from Mr. Shyam in cash rupees 1000, but doesn't matter, the name of the seller is given over there in that transaction, but in cash is also given. In that condition, the entry will be same, purchases account debit to cash. But if the point says purchase goods on credit, this is the point only, you have to write it now. Goods purchased, right now on credit rupees 1000. You have to write it on your copy. अपनी कॉपी में लिखिए इस बात को. Goods purchased on credit rupees 1000. हमने गुड्स परचेज किया क्रेडिट पर 1000 रुपए का. इसका मतलब क्या है? आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू गिव अ सिंगल कॉइन टू दैट सेलर. तो व्हाट एंट्री we will pass? We will start from the door number 1. We'll start from the door number 1. What comes in? Goods, but we cannot write the name of goods over there. We will write over there purchases. What goes out? We are not giving a single coin at the time of purchasing goods. Nothing is going out. We will come to the third point. Who is the receiver? And what? The business is receiving the goods. No one is there. Alright? Who is the giver? We don't know the name of the giver. There is a giver, but we don't know the name of that person. So we can write over there, if we don't know the name of that person whom we are buying goods, so we can write over there creditor or supplier. Right? So who is the giver? It should be credited. So we will write over here to supplier. We can write over here to supplier, right now, or creditor. We can write two things. To creditor account. We will write to supplier or creditor account. Right? And what किसको डेबिट करेंगे हम लोग? In place of goods we will write purchases over there. We will write purchases account DR to supplier or creditor by rupees 1000. By rupees 1000. Next point we will write goods purchased from Mr. Shyam on credit. Question is saying if the name is given only, the point say the first point, goods purchased on credit, clear, but the name of that person is not given, so we will write purchases and creditor or supplier. If the point says goods purchased from Shyamlal only, that means it is on credit. It is on credit. Goods purchased from Mr. Shyam of rupees 1000 and will purchases account debit to Shyam, because the name of that person is given in the question. Who is the giver? Credit the giver. The name of the giver is given in the question, that is Shyam. So we will write in the place of supplier or creditor Shyam. Purchases account debit to Shyam by rupees 1000. The last point, I am telling you, the last point says goods purchased from Shyam, Mr. Shyam on credit. Now on credit word is what there in your transaction. So simply entry will be your purchase account debit to Shyam by rupees 1000. Now this was the class, and till the next class, bye bye. Thank you.